What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Now, on the table in front of us is a fixed blade, and I don't do a lot of those on the channel, but this one was really worth looking at. This is a knife from two exceptionally well-known names in the knife community. The first being WE. This is a WE knife. This is the WE Knives Stonefish. The second is Michael Emler. He is a huge part of our sort of online knife community. He has a sharpening business. He designs knives now. He's got a fairly large social media presence over on Instagram, and he's a really nice guy. I met him at Blade Show West, and that was very, very cool. He's been working with WE to design an all-purpose or multi-purpose fixed blade, and he's done that very, very well here. The Stonefish is in CPM 20 CV. It is, of course, full tang. It's got some great jimping on the thumb ramp and on the tail end of the knife here, which means in any grip that you're holding it, it is very, very locked in. Now, for my big old meat hooks, the handle is a little on the thin side, but for most people, I think you're going to find it's just great. I get a little bit of rock, as you can see. But as you guys know, the few fixed blades that I've shared on the channel, with the exception of a couple of very, very small ones, have been really big, because I like big knives. I think for 90% of the population, this handle is just about perfectly sized, and I love this forward choil. Let's do some specs, just for fun. You get 1, 2, 3 3/4 inches of cutting surface on 4 inches of CPM 20 CV. The overall knife is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1/4 inches long. It is a decent sized knife. It really is in what I would consider to be sort of perfect folding knife size range, which is really very nice for a fixed blade. In fact, if I lived in a place where I could comfortably every day carry a fixed blade, something like this would be really, really ideal. I don't. For me, that's why I carry folders primarily. And out in the field, you guys know I've got my bigger fixies. But in the time that I've had this, I've had the opportunity. I did carry it for a while, and I have put it through my version of my paces, which, as you know, is not terribly hard use, but is fun just the same. I've cut everything from cordage to tape to cardboard to food with this knife, and it has performed beautifully. It is lightweight. Again, it's a little narrow through the handle, but generally speaking, it's very, very comfortable, which is very nice. The blade shape is ideal. I mean, it's a perfect drop point with a great amount of belly and a perfect amount of flat for almost any task that you want to put it to. The spine of the blade is crowned a little bit, except right up here at the tip. So if you were going to do any, and of course down here at the choil, if you were going to try to hit this thing, a Firestone with this thing, you'd want to use either this very, very tip up here or right through here. But that's not really what this knife was made for. He told me when I met him at Blade Show West that he had talked to his guys that are in the military and in the service and asked them for pointers on what they would like in a fixed blade. And so a lot of that, I think, transitioned into this. Is this a fighting knife? Well, technically any knife is a fighting knife. And no, this is not specifically designed for that, but it does have a little bit of that DNA in it. And you can definitely feel it when you hold it this way and when you really get a good grip on it. It's very stabby, but not in a bad way. It has a very nice, robust tip. It comes to a nice, fine edge, although because it is a working knife, it's not a razor blade, but it's not built for that. It does come very sharp. Now, this knife has been through the hands of 3 or 4 reviewers at this point, and it came to me still razor blade sharp. WE Knives does a great job on their CPM 20 CV. I can tell you that for sure. I don't have any cuts, but it's been close a couple of times. Now, it comes with a very nice, and also very straightforward Kydex sheath. There is a clip for it that I have not installed. I can talk, watch me go. It has a nice touch, which is a little bit of the weep hole down here in case you happen to put your knife away wet. There's a place for the water to go, which is very nice. Fitment is pretty good. There's a little bit of noise, but not much. And of course, since it's Kydex, you can always heat that up and pinch it down again, so that will go away. Retention is very, very good. That is a very nice touch. As you can see, the retention is really good. It comes in multiple colors. There's a green one, a black one. There's this tan Beyond that, I'm not sure, but I do know it comes in at least 3 colors. Look, this is just an all-around good knife. I really enjoy the way that the full tang actually is proud just a little bit of the scales. I know some people don't like that, but I think it adds I think it adds a really nice element of design and also gives you a good place to put the jimping. The jimping is surprisingly grippy. At first brush with your thumb, it feels almost soft. They've done a really good job of making sure that it is grippy without being sharp. And that level of effort is not something that all knife companies do, although I wish they would. Now, these are about $260. You can get them on Blade HQ and I think any number of other places that carry WE knives. If you are looking for a really good sort of mid-size, lightweight, everyday carry or mid-size, lightweight field knife, the Michael Emler designed WE Knives Stonefish is a really good way for you to go. I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this or any of the knives on my channel, feel free to ask down in the comments below. Please hit the little like button on the way out. It does help the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'd love to have you here on a regular basis. We'll see you next time.